There is no power outside of your own wonderful human imagination. I say to you, the secret of instant manifestation lies not in some distant future, but in the present moment. All that you seek, all that you yearn for, already exists within you, here and now. The world will try to convince you that time must pass, that effort must be made, that circumstances must align. But I tell you boldly and without apology, assumption, when felt as true, is far greater than fact. When you assume a thing and persist in that assumption, the world must reflect it. It is not a matter of if, but when. And when is determined by your refusal to entertain anything that contradicts your inner knowing. You see, your imagination is God in action. Not a distant deity, not a force out there in the clouds, but your own consciousness, your awareness of being. That which you accept as true in the silence of your soul will harden into fact. It must. It is law. When you assume a thing and persist in that assumption, the world must reflect it. It is not a matter of if, but when. And when is determined by your refusal to entertain anything that contradicts your inner knowing. You see, your imagination is God in action. Not a distant deity, not a force out there in the clouds, but your own consciousness, your awareness of being, that which you accept as true in the silence of your soul, will harden into fact. It must. It is law. I remember when I too struggled with appearances. There was a time I desired to return to Barbados, but had no means. And yet I persisted in the assumption that I was already there. I walked the streets of New York with the feeling of Barbados beneath my feet. I slept in my tiny room but imagined the sea breeze on my skin, and within days, my friends, I received a ticket. No effort, no striving, just assumption. And so I tell you from experience, this works. You must make your assumption more real than your facts. Your rent may be due, your lover may be absent, your body may ache, but none of these are permanent. The only permanence lies in your assumption. If you would dare to revise the present moment, to reinterpret what your senses report, you would step into a new timeline instantly. What is only what you allow yourself to believe is. You are not here to observe reality. You are here to create it. Each thought, each assumption, each moment of inner conviction is shaping the world around you. Stop asking how. Stop wondering when. The how belongs to the depth of your own being. The when is now. If you will not claim it now, when will you? You have nothing to lose but the chains of doubt that have kept you bound to lesser things. Test it. I always say, test it. Take a simple desire, a small one perhaps, so your logical mind does not interfere, and assume it is done. Fall asleep tonight feeling it real. Do not wish, do not hope, feel. The world moves by assumption, and if you remain faithful to that inner movement, the outer must respond. It is law. It is not personal. It does not discriminate. It simply is. Let no one tell you that it takes time. Time is a construct of the senses. In imagination, the journey is over. In imagination, you are already the one you desire to be. Begin there. Stay there. And let the world reshape itself to mirror the truth of your assumption. And let me tell you something most overlook. You do not need to be perfect in your assumption, only persistent. It is not the force of will that brings things to pass, but the gentle, unwavering inner knowing that what you imagine in time or out of time already exists. When you fall short, do not condemn yourself. Simply return again and again to the state desired. You may fall out 100 times, return 101. The state you occupy most dominantly is the one that outpictures itself in your world. Now, understand this clearly. Everyone in your world is yourself pushed out. They respond not to your words, but to the vibration of the state you dwell in. You cannot fake it. You must be it. If you desire love, dwell in the state of the one who is already loved. If you desire abundance, move through the world as one who knows their needs are always met. Do not try to change the person. Change your assumption about them. The mirror does not lead. It reflects. I say this. The most sacred thing you can do is guard your inner conversation. Speak within as if what you desire were already yours. Do not argue with appearances. Do not explain your dreams away. Declare it done within. For truly, as within, so without. The pearl of great price is your disciplined imagination. Treasure it, cultivate it, and it will reward you with a life more beautiful than anything your senses have yet shown you. There is no power in heaven or on earth greater than the power of assumption. I tell you, assumption is not just a way. It is the only way to change reality. You may labor night and day. You may beg, plead, or strive with all your might. But until you change your assumption, your world remains unchanged. The world reflects your inner state, not your wishes. It does not listen to your complaints or your conditions. It mirrors back the beliefs you hold as true. If you would change your life, you must first change the assumption from which you view yourself and the world. Nothing else is required. Nothing else works. The moment you assume a new state and persist in that assumption, your reality begins to conform to that inner change. It must. It is law. It is not magic, but a principle as reliable as gravity. I have tested it, lived it, and taught it to thousands. To assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled is to step into a new version of yourself, and that self will then call forth all circumstances necessary to match it. Do not wait for evidence. Create the evidence by assuming first. Assume you are wealthy, and wealth will find you. Assume you are love, and love must come. Never concern yourself with the how. That is not your role. Your work is to assume the state and live from it. To think from the end, not of the end. And I tell you, when you do this with unwavering faith, the world bends, reality reshapes, doors open where there were none. Assumption is the key, and you hold it in your hand. Use it, feel it, live from it, and the world must obey. Doubt is the only enemy you will ever face in the process of manifestation. Not people, not circumstance, not time. Only doubt. I say to you now, if you would cast out doubt, you would walk through this world as a master. For doubt is the denial of your own creative power. It is the whisper that says, this may not work. But I tell you, when you assume a state and persist in that assumption, no force can stop its fulfillment but your own wavering. You are not punished for your doubt. You are punished by it. The moment you accept something as true and then turn around to question it, you cut the thread that would have drawn it to you. I do not say this to frighten you, but to awaken you. Doubt is simply faith in the wrong assumption. It is imagination misuse. For you are always imagining something. So the question is, what are you imagining now? If you would only dare to remain loyal to your ideal, despite appearances, despite feelings, despite all arguments of reason, the world would change before your very eyes. Let others doubt you, let the facts mock you, but you must not doubt yourself. Do not look to man. Do not look to logic. Look only to the state desired and say, it is done. Persist, no matter how barren the outer world may seem. For what you assume in faith will harden into fact. And when doubt arises, as it often will, simply return to your end and dwell there. You are not the doubt, you are the one who chooses what to believe. So choose faith. Choose the feeling of the wish fulfilled. And the law, which is no respecter of persons, will prove you right. Now here's your homework. Each day, take a moment to visualize your ideal life. Feel it, believe it, and most importantly, assume it's already yours. Remember, the universe doesn't know the difference between imagination and reality. It only responds to your beliefs. So what will you start assuming today? The power is in your hand. Transform